Hey, Keycasters, so welcome back. So, I'm going to be talking about environments. So, it is important to know your environment very well. Now, it may be a place of structure, or it could be the people around you. That's where you can be influenced as well. So, let's just say you live in a small town, there's really not much to do. So, from there, you can either decide to look at new places, travel. But then the people around you, are they like? Are they drug dealers? Are they good people, bad people? The people that you hang around with will determine of how you will act, how you speak, and how you learn. So I know in middle school, whenever I transferred to a new school, go back to my hometown school actually. So whenever I went back, I look at the different groups. I saw that there was popular. I saw that there was the smart, the rich, the athletes, all those people. So I figured the most profit people were also the athletes. So I went towards them, kind of made a fool out of myself, not gonna lie. I mean, I was starting at the time, so it was hard for me to speak. So I tried to do dumb stuff for them to make them accept me. Then it's just like once COVID hit, I saw that these people are not gonna be in my life for long. So why am I even doing this? It's a waste. It was a waste of time, I'll admit. But it's just how we see ourselves. We see ourselves needing that group of people be accepted by. To be honest, at this point, I'm just fine being on my own. Really am. But here's the important part about understanding your environment. Your environment is the key location of how you will progress in life. So if you were brought into a family of good intentions, God-fearing, hardworking, or work ethics of high, guess what? That would shape you into an amazing adult or might help you go and experience things that is probably not best for you. But how you should look at things is study the people around you, how they speak. Are they speaking the way that you want them to? Are they smarter than you? Are they do they have more connections? Now, that's how you can value their assets as well. More connections that they have, who are they connected to? Are they connected to the police or the hospital, the city council, the government? Either way, they are a useful tool. Now you have to be useful in your own way. What is something that you can offer without seeming like a charity person? Can you offer more intelligence on certain objects, or could you provide more information? Could you do stuff that they need stuff done? If you look to like build a house, you need an electrician, a plumber, construction, you need drywallers, you need a bunch of people actually. Now, I was walking past, I was saying I'm actually from practice, and a real estate agent. Oh, he actually works on houses and everything. He was on a phone call with one of his men. He said, give me an electrician that can also do something else. Because the less amount of people that I have to have on that site, the more money I can save. The more money I can save, the more money I can invest. So it hit me that being multiply skilled, like having more hands at objects. For example, for me, I am for my boss actually. I do filing, but I'm also her technician. I usually work on her computer to make sure it's all always operating well. I do her QuickBooks. I provide a service, so it makes me more valuable to her. So instead of having four people for a job, I am one person that does those four jobs. That means I get a higher pay. That means sure I get more responsibility the longer it takes and the less time I get to enjoy it. But see, she takes me to lunches with her though. So this is what is fascinating is that she has connection with the mayor. She has connection with judges, doctors, lawyers, policemen. Like she has connection with a lot of people, and they know me because she introduced me to them. We talk on a actually daily basis if we go to the same restaurant together. So I listen to cases. I figure out that lawyers they do in acting. It's the closest thing to acting without being in Hollywood or on the screen or being a content creator or influencer. It's just the court is not about how you can win it or what law is opposed or should be there. It depends on how the lawyer can work with everything. Now, if they're ADHD or very intelligent, they can use very small details. For instance, if a person was supposed to be, the only way he can get out of his sentence was to be classified as insane. So the lawyer told his client, hey, put these crackers in your rear. So the client did that. So when he took the stand, he pulled the crackers out and ate them. Immediately he was charged as insane. His everything was dropped, everything. So you see, not always is a law in court is like a what you call it? An official, but it's also an acting. Now, it's weird to see that actually, I must say. I still don't grasp it either, but it's weird to see how people view things. I mean, sure, you might see people get away with things and you might get caught. Well, it depends because, and I know in school, usually the bad kids, they would always be obnoxious, so you already knew who they were. So the teachers never bothered them much. But with the students that had good parents or they knew the teachers knew that who the parents were, they was always targeted more because they expected more from them. As for the children that misbehave, they knew that whatever they do, they really can't do much. So I kind of saw this a little bit more closely before me. I saw how people were targeted because they were different or they had some type of family member that's very important. So it really is just how you connected with people. I'm connected with Board of Education easily. There's probably people I know in the Board of Education that knows me well because because I run with their grandson. So with me, it's just like in the town I am in right now, it's like I have a little bit of power because I know a lot of people. They know me and I respect them, and so they do, and they do respect me as well because they see me as someone of difference. They see me as someone that's willing to work hard to show that really can come from anything and make yourself a name for yourself. I have older people coming up to me with respect. They see me with being up early, going out for a run, training, everything. Not too long ago, a guy stopped me when I was heading home and he said, I respect you. There's not much people your age that would be up this early just to run. And I appreciate that because that meant a lot to me. Because it not only was it like he was recognizing me, I could care less he did recognize that. But yet it was it was inclined to make me different. Because he expected me to just do for him probably, I guess. I'm not sure. But still, how people can see you is how the environment is around you. If people can see that you're respectful, they will most likely respect you back. They see you being kind to people, holding doors for people, smiling, introducing yourself, all kinds of things. This world is more introverted than it is extroverted. Those that are extroverted, they know more people because they don't sit around and just let time fly by. No, they go out and see people, they go out and talk to people, they go out and do a lot of things, to be honest. And I count myself actually becoming a little bit more extroverted lately. Not like that because I'm more of like, hey, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, but always striking up a conversation. So they know that either I'm weak and I know who's the strongest member, or they know that I have connections. So it's just like it's taking advantage, but at the same time offering at the same time. So you can play a fool, but people think that you're a fool, but truly you understand how people will trust you, how they will probably abide by you. I mean, I remember this morning I saw like a reel actually. So it was this guy who was getting coffee, and a bunch of SWAT members was smiling at him because he smiled back at them as he left the group. He meant business. It wasn't just because of anything, but he knew that they fell for it. All the years, or maybe days or months, who knows how long, has meant nothing but seeing them as a fool. Not as a smart person, but as a fool. So with that, he was able to use that time to create something out of it. That's why I like to play dumb sometimes. I like to play dumb so I can get the true answer out without really asking for it. It works a lot, I must say. But then there's times where it tested me a little bit more. Because in classes, I might answer with the wrong question, but then I see people's faces relief because they are most likely wondering the same thing, but they saw I got it wrong. They're like, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. We don't have to talk. We don't have to do anything besides just listen to what the teacher has to say. Am I being helpful? Of course. But am I viewed as a dumb? Of course. But people ask that about me. They're like, why do you do this? And I merely say to them, if you look at how many people's feet are bouncing, they're either intelligent or they were very in high anxiety. Now, for them to even say something to a teacher, that will probably make them go into nervous breakdown. I mean, I'm taking psychology this year, and I know immediately how people's going to react, how people can see things. And to be honest, I already have the mindset. I can already see how people are because I study people a lot more. I understand their motives. I understand different things about them. I don't question them. I just watch them because their action speaks more than their words. Sure, they can say anything that they want to, but it's how they can do it. Now, I saw a guy today. I was at lunch with my grandmother, also my boss. So we were sitting down. I saw a guy with a pair of running shoes. Because see, I usually like to look at the feet first, then look to see who they are. Well, he was wearing the type of shoes I would wear for running. So I thought, oh, okay, he might be a runner. Then I looked a little bit more. I saw he had guts. So the first thing that came to my mind is either he's a walker or he has problems with his ankles or feet. Because the shoes I wear is also cushioned to help with foot support. So it helps with running a lot more. Do I probably need it? No, I don't. But I like it because it just makes it a lot easier. So then I look at that, I'm like, okay, based on their shoes, sometimes you can get the true answer of who they are behind. Now, for me, I wear tennis shoes or my Crocs. To be honest, I like to be comfortable at all times, but I don't mind even being discomfort. I mean, I sleep without a pillow, and to be honest, my neck and shoulders, they're a mess right now. I don't mind that. But see how you can manipulate people and thinking who you are, because some people they do study how you react to things. Now I can see how people they might fissure with something, ADHD, medicated or non-medicated, who knows? But with being ADHD, your mind has to be constantly doing something. If not, your mind will get bored and wants to seek something else. That's why a lot of people that are ADHD has more increased chances of actually doing something wrong, to be honest, because they seek attention or they seek something that makes them feel good. For me, I'm medicated, so I don't have to worry that much. So I do play low a lot. Because I like to just, in a way, I'm like the person that will watch. If a party was supposed to be commence, I'll watch the people, how they react, how many drinks they were good, how many things they did. I'll study them. I'll understand how they move, how they go about their time. I know in high school, I knew people like a stopwatch because the same people were asked to use the bathroom. I knew why they went to the bathroom. I knew the same people that would move. There was a constant clockwork. I even took a watch in three, two, one. Hey, can I use the bathroom? People saw this and they wondered, what? They were confused because they didn't understand. They didn't understand how to study a person. Everybody is on a clock's time schedule. Some can break it, some can do anything with it. With me, I wake up at 4 o'clock. People knows that. But see, recently I haven't been snapping people at 4 o'clock. I've usually been snapping people around 5, 6, 7, making them think I sleep in because color's starting. I don't care. I get up as early as I want to. I really want to be honest. But she knows I might be up at 3 a.m. recording a podcast. Imagine that. Be practically dead. But with a lot of things in life, people underestimate a lot of people until they can prove them why they should never underestimate them. I saw something as like never underestimate a person's intelligence because they might actually prove you wrong and they might make you look the dumb one. And I always see people as equal unless they can prove me wrong that they're not equal. I remember having people blow their vapes smoke in my face. I saw that as disrespect. I was told that there was an invitation to have pleasure. Actually, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Have pleasure. I had guys and girls do that, and I did not want that. You know what happened to them now? Some are working poorly jobs, some are struggling, and I see that. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'll pray for you. That's it. But yeah, I mean, that's all I had to say, to be honest. So I'll see you guys next time.